All right, so here's my quick thought on the GOP debate number two. I'll admit it wasn't as exciting as the first debate. I mean, it was like them going on each other's throats. It was entertaining, but this one, I mean, yeah, there were some back and forth with one another. Haley, I noticed she was her typical warmonger self and trying to justify saying why we should be in Ukraine. Mike Pence, same thing. And then what's funny is like how he keeps convoluting the Trump agenda with his agenda. I mean, yeah, he may have been the VP, but it was. I mean, let's be real. It was more of Trump's ideas than it were Mike Pence's idea. He was just there to nod along for Trump and then going out there to defend him from time to time. Vivek, I noticed he wasn't as bombastic as he was in the first one, but he did get into a spat. I actually had a bingo card, and one of the points on my bingo card was he's in a clash with Nikki Haley, and I was right. Chris Christie, obviously, you notice that he's still like a jealous ex-girlfriend who just can't get over the fact that her ex now found a better woman. He's like that with Trump. Like the fact that Trump didn't give him a position in the cabinet, and yet he's like so salty, and he just keeps ragging on him, and I'm just like, bro, get off of him. He's not into you, dude. And there were some. I noticed that the governor of North Dakota. I forgot his name. Shoot. I noticed that the moderators would often try to pass him up, and then you would hear his voice in the background saying like, "Oh, you're just excluding me," which I'll admit they are excluding him. But there were some points that I do agree with him on, like especially when it came to like energy policy, and then even when it comes to states' rights. He does make a valid point, but it's unfortunately because he's not really that well known. He's not like a Ron DeSantis or Donald Trump that he's getting pushed to the wayside. Just kind of like how they treated Rand Paul during 2016, and I mean, but I'm glad that compared to the last debate, he actually got more airtime. Ron DeSantis, however, I don't know. Like I can tell by the way he speaks that he's not really cut for big audiences. Like I noticed that when he does those smaller ones in his home state, he does really well. I mean, but when it comes to like the bigger audience, you notice that he freezes up and it just gets all. He behaves differently, in my opinion. I mean, for anyone who supports DeSantis, like hey, let me know. The funny thing is, at the end of the day, this does not change anything. Trump is still ahead by like 40, 50 points in the polls, and it's like I said again, he's gonna be the nominee, and there's no question about it. But I mean, unless something happens like he croaks, or if he does something so scandalous that even his own supporters are just gonna turn on him. But other than that, I don't see that happening. I guess that's pretty much it. Like I said, it was a quick one because, like I said, the debates. I mean, not as exciting as the first one, and there's that. All right. Bye now.